Okay, welcome to the deep dive. So you've seen the sources, the news dropped, and yeah, it's the big one for the Dolphins. Tyreek Hill out for the season, knee surgery.
Yeah, it's brutal news. Confirmed Tuesday, multiple ligaments, season over.
Right. And while the headlines are all about the loss, which is huge, we want to dig a bit deeper, right?
Exactly.
We're looking at the response, the medical side, how fast they moved, and then critically, Coach McDaniel's strategy. How do you even start to replace a player like Hill?
Well, that's the mission here. And, McDaniel's comments shed some light. It's not just about the injury itself, but how close it might have been to something even worse.
Okay, let's focus there first. A medical response. McDaniel was pretty effusive about his staff, wasn't he? He talked about competitive greatness.
He did. And critical execution in a very timely fashion. That's key.
Why timely? What did that speed actually do?
According to McDaniel, that fast action Monday night might, and this is significant, might have stopped it becoming something far more catastrophic.
Wow. So rapid response actually contained the damage.
It seems that way. I mean, when you hear multiple ligaments, your mind goes to, really complex, maybe multiple surgeries down the line.
Sure. Months, maybe years of recovery issues.
Right. But the word is they're very hopeful. This one operation addresses the damage. That suggests containment, which is honestly a huge win for Skull Hill personally, long term.
Okay, so that's encouraging on the human side, definitely. Timely medical work, potentially saving a career from being drastically altered.
Absolutely.
But let's shift focus. From the player's health to the team's competitive health, that void, it's massive.
Oh, it's stark. I mean, the numbers alone before he went down, 21 catches, 265 yards, a touchdown. That's a huge chunk of their offense.
Foundational, really. And McDaniel admitted it, right? You can't just slot someone else in.
Yeah, he said you can't copy and paste that production. You don't just replace one human being with another and expect the same results, especially not that human being.
So it sounds almost insurmountable, but McDaniel seems to think they have a framework. He mentioned off-season prep.
He did. He said they actually worked through scenarios without Hill during the offseason, and he believes that foresight will help now.
Okay, foresight is one thing, but how practically do you spread, 265 yards of production? Can you really do that without losing that quick strike threat Hill provides?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? His answer seems to be diversification.
Diversification, meaning?
It needs a combination of various individuals. And crucially, he stressed it's not just the other receivers. It's guys across the board.
Ah, okay. So running backs getting more involved in the passing game, maybe? Tight ends?
Exactly. Think more screens to backs, maybe more intermediate routes for tight ends that Hill might have run variations of, perhaps leaning more on play action to try and, hold the defense a beat longer, spreading the responsibility.
So it's a collective effort. And the key ingredient McDaniel mentioned is, what was it? A heightened sense of urgency.
That's the phrase.
That sounds like more than just effort, though. That implies near-perfect execution, right?
Yeah.
Fewer mistakes, instant chemistry. That's a huge ask under pressure.
It really is. Especially mid-season. You're asking guys to instantly elevate their game, process faster, execute cleaner, all while defenses know Miami's biggest weapon is gone.
And the first test is immediate. Carolina Panthers coming up.
Yep, no easing into it. This isn't about finding one replacement anymore. McDaniel's basically saying the system, the preparation, the whole offensive philosophy has to absorb this shock.
Right. Proving the organization's resilience, not just finding the next man up.
Precisely. So the focus is twofold now. You've got the team rallying around the Hills, supporting his recovery off the field.
And on the field, they have to forge this new identity, like right now. It tests everything, coaching, player development, depth.
It really does. And it brings up an interesting parallel, doesn't it?
How so?
Well, we just talked about how that quick, expert medical response seemed to have mitigated a potentially catastrophic physical injury for Hill.
Right. Timely intervention, limiting the damage.
So the question we want to leave you, the listener, with is this. Can that organizational preparedness, the off-season planning McDaniel talked about, can it mitigate this catastrophic personnel loss in a similar, reliable way?
Can strategic planning contain the damage on the field, like surgery contain the damage in the knee?
That's the challenge. That's what we'll be watching for the rest of their season.